Alberta is dipping into deficit for the first time since 2021. That number is $5.2 billion in the red this year. The finance minister projecting nearly $10 billion in deficits over 3 years with no clear plan back to balance.
Balanced budgets mean a lot to me. I don't want to put Alberta in a position long term where this task I'm about to take to provide a path back is even harder. But due to the uncertainty, due to the affordability concerns that we're seeing, it seemed like the right time.
Revenues are expected to dip by $6 billion this year. That's due to lower oil prices, the impacts of U.S. tariffs, and a tax break for Albertans. Expenses are up slightly to $75 billion. The tax cut that the government promised last election will take effect this year and save Albertans up to $650 a year. That's because the personal income tax bracket on the first $60,000 is being cut to 8%, a $1.2 billion hit to the provincial treasury.
I've often said I don't know how fiscally conservative Albertans are, but they're definitely tax averse. That's something I've shared with my interprovincial colleagues.
Healthcare spending will be up slightly to $24 billion. Same goes for education to $10.4 billion, about $1 billion less than the Alberta Teachers Association was asking for. The province is spending an extra $2.6 billion, however, to build new schools over 3 years and is making billions of dollars in capital investments for healthcare, municipal infrastructure, and highways.
Under Premier Smith's UCP budget, you're more likely to lose your job. You won't have a family doctor. Your kids' class sizes will get even bigger. You won't feel safe on the streets, and your cost of living will remain out of control. And you and your children and their children will be stuck paying for a generationally large deficit.
Alberta's overall debt is expected to rise from $85 billion this year to $108 billion by 2028. But all of that could change drastically depending on volatile oil prices and Donald Trump's tariffs. Alberta officials are estimating tariffs of 10% on oil and 15% on everything else.
It could change. It could be 25% for a few months and come back to zero. So this has to be an average of the entire fiscal year. So we think this is a prudent place to budget from.
The budget says Alberta could raise between $20 and $36 billion more each year if the province had a PST and tax rates comparable to other provinces, meaning Alberta is still a great place to be if you value rock-bottom taxes and some provincial debt. From the legislature, Sean Amato, City News.